What's up? This is Squad 24 for the Woodmeadow Farming Selector Sound Team View. Today we'll be doing some weekend winter camping here on the Woodmeadow Farming map. We'll be going over to the ski resort, having some fun with our winter toys, and then we will be going snowboarding, which should be pretty exciting. Today we'll be using the 2017 Chevy 3500 HD High Country Dually with a camper shell on the back, the first gen Dodge Dually, and for toys we'll be bringing our snowmobile and our Can-Am 2-seater. So up first we'll be hopping in the Chevy and we'll be making our way over there. Now we did get quite a bit of snow, so I decided it would be best for us to take two separate trucks to make it a little bit lighter for the Chevy, since this camper shell is very heavy. It's a big one, and as you guys can see, we did get quite a bit of snow to the point of we are now making tire tracks. That's a very cool thing, and I really do enjoy using the Seasons mod for many different types of videos. I hope you guys are excited for today's camping video. Going to be a lot of fun, and stay tuned for the Beam NG video coming later today, which is even much more exciting, having some fun in that game with all of the different vehicles. Now the roads are pretty icy, and when we do break we will actually be sliding around, which is awesome. I really do like that realism that this Seasons mod does bring in. So we will be kind of setting up the campsite, then we'll be kind of coming back over here. But I mean, overall this Duramax looks pretty cool. It is my new favorite Chevy, and it has been since it got released by Punka Dylan and his modding team. You could go check out the release video on his channel. So when we do break, you guys can see, it looks like we are actually not sliding in this, but in the other truck we most likely will, since I mean that's pretty cool. And it's also a great way to kind of use different trucks, and as you guys can see, we are coming up here. You can see the mountain over there to the right, and it's going to be pretty exciting snowboarding for the first time here in Farming Sim. And take a look at that, guys. Looks like the town did a pretty good job, and now there's just a lot of snow drifts, which is pretty realistic, especially on a windy winter day. We should be coming in to the ski resort very soon, out over to our right, and I really do enjoy doing these camping videos. These are a lot of fun, featuring one a week, which is awesome. Kind of doing a weekend one, getting off from work and having some fun. As you guys can see, we arrived here at the ski resort. You guys can see the log cabin, and they actually let you rent a cabin, or you could bring your own camper and have some fun, which is what we decided to do. And as you guys can see, an awesome resort, 3 different hills which we will be going on. So up next, we'll be kind of going over here now. The road is a little bit on these tire tracks, train tracks, not the best. We'll be kind of coming over here. I really do not kind of like driving on those, especially with a brand new Duramax. But I mean, take a look at that, guys. We are now going into the campgrounds area, and there is actually a bit of mud. Wow, that's pretty interesting, mud, especially during this time. But overall, that looks pretty cool. We'll have to find a pretty good campsite, and let's kind of see. I want like one very big opening. So let's take a look. There looks to be a pretty big opening right about here, which is nice. We'll kind of just pull in the Duramax. You guys can see we did get it covered in salt and snow, and it's a bit unrealistic to have it covered in dirt around this time. But as you guys can see, this truck looks pretty cool. Definitely want to turn off these lights to prevent our battery from going. And next up, we'll be switching over here to the first gen Cummins. We'll be kind of letting down the ramps while the truck does warm up, and I'm very excited for taking both the snowmobile and the Can-Am over there. Up first, we'll be hopping in this, and I mean, this is one very fast vehicle, and it should be pretty exciting with this fresh snow, which we did get overnight. I would like to thank each and every one of you for all of the continued support here on the daily videos. You guys are awesome with all of the positive feedback and ideas for all the videos that I will be featuring here on the channel. And if you haven't already, I do recommend you go follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Square2448. I do post daily on Twitter, and I will be posting daily very soon on Instagram. As you guys can see, this is one giant Can-Am, which is pretty cool. We'll be backing up and loading this on. Now this is very wide. I would really prefer an enclosed trailer, especially for hauling toys in the winter, but I was unable to kind of fit this on the inside just because of the height and how wide it is, which is okay. This 40-foot trailer should do the job for us. As you guys can see, we got this loaded up pretty good. We do have a lot of weight kind of over the axles, which is always nice. We do not want the tongue weight too light and not too heavy. I really do enjoy featuring a variety of trucks here in the videos, from our newer trucks, as you guys see the Chevy Duramax, to this older first gen, but this truck definitely will have quite a bit of trouble. We do have older tires on this, not the latest ones, and we are sliding around already, so we do have to be pretty careful here on our turns and when we do go for braking. we are now heading out here from our farmhouse, which is pretty cool. I really do enjoy featuring videos here on the Woodmeadow Farming map. It's a great map, and I do appreciate Woodmeadow Farming for releasing this epic map. It's a very cool map, and I really do enjoy doing videos on it and all their other cool mods that they do release. But as you guys can see, this was one epic trailer full of a lot of fun, if you would so call it, with that snowmobile. But let's take a look, guys, since it looks like we're not sliding around. It looks like some areas we will be sliding around, some areas won't, especially since the sunlight does melt most of the ice in many different areas. But I really do like this first gen Dodge in dark blue. I mean, it looks pretty cool. And both trucks and both toys were featured in mod reviews, so if you guys would like to check them out, those are on the channel under the Farm Sim mod review playlist. It looks like the trailer is doing a pretty good job. Really no sway, but the dually is squatting just a little bit. I mean, it's an older truck and it's still hauling quite a bit. The Can-Am is pretty heavy. The 40-foot trailer alone is like 2,500 pounds at least, and then the snowmobile does weigh also. But as you guys can see, our tire tracks are ahead, which is awesome. I really do like that. That's a very realistic thing. So once we get over there, I think we'll kind of have some fun with the Can-Am. And now that will be a bit of a challenge since we do have tires on, and we should pretty much be sliding around in that, all of it. As you guys can see, we are sliding as we do make this turn. Not the best, but we are going to be working through. It looks like we do have to kind of follow the same tracks as the Duramax, which should be okay. And I think that would be a pretty cool thing to kind of get a plow and plow out the roads to campgrounds. I think that would be a pretty cool thing, and we would definitely be doing that for a video. But as you guys can see, this is struggling to kind of get over the train tracks. Not the best, and it looks like the road does need to be repaired just a little bit to kind of raise it up. But take a look at that, guys. This first gen is struggling just a little bit. Now we are kind of climbing up the hill, and now we are getting covered in mud, which is not realistic for winter, but I mean, in winter you would get snow all over the truck. As you guys can see, we are arriving here at the campgrounds. It did take us quite a long time to get this set up today, which is okay. We'll be kind of lowering this down, and since the Can-Am is first on the trailer, we'll definitely go use that, and then we'll be taking the snowmobile to the top of the mountain. I think that that's going to be the best decision to kind of get us up there safely and not worry about traction, anything like that. As you guys can see, this is a bit challenging, especially since this pretty much did fall off the trailer, and we do have to be pretty careful on how we unload it. But wow, this thing definitely is awesome. Getting a little bit of air there, not too realistic. Let's go kind of have some fun here, cruise around and see how this thing does. Now, like I was saying, guys, we will be sliding around. Take a look at that, sliding there, almost into the tree we go. So, I mean, this thing is going to be a lot of fun, but at the same time, it might be very dangerous. You do probably want to put tracks on it. That's probably the most realistic and safest thing to do, especially since you guys can see we are sliding all around, which is pretty cool. We might have to take out our sport car to do some snow drifting later. I think that that would be a pretty cool thing to do. But as you guys, since we are getting covered in mud and just sliding around all over, pretty challenging to drive this here in the winter. We'll kind of continue here, and there is a bit of a hill, so I think we'll kind of have some fun at the ski lodge. And as you guys can see, this is an awesome ski resort. It has 3 different ski hills and snowboard hills, which we'll be going on. But for now, we'll just kind of cruise around here on this leveled ground where we can have some fun without having to worry about crashing, anything like that. But you guys can see that we are just sliding around. Not the safest thing to do, but it is pretty exciting doing some snow donuts. Let's do some snow donuts. I mean, take a look at that. Just having the snow fly all over, and I'm doing a pretty good job at it. I wish that we had like a parking brake to kind of lock up the rear wheels and to kind of have it realistic as like a diff. But I think we'll kind of get some air kind of going back over this, and then we'll kind of go switch over to the snowmobile. As you guys can see, we are getting a bit of air, not the best, and we go right in over there to those logs, which isn't the best, but I mean, that was a pretty big error, and that is pretty exciting for us. We'll kind of make it up this hill. Looks like we are struggling just a little bit, sliding around, making some traction work, which is overall pretty exciting. If you guys would like to see more camping videos here on the channel, let me know down below in the comments. Camping is a very fun thing that we do get to do kind of off work, if you would so call it, since we do a lot of different kind of work related videos. And as you guys, since we do this camper show, which is awesome, I really do like it. It slides in and out. Up next, we'll be hopping in the snowmobile, and I think it's time for us to kind of make it up the mountain. I want to do a few at least, which should be pretty exciting. So we'll kind of turn around here, and actually no, I think we'll kind of just start to climb the mountain already and kind of make our way up to the very top. And we already do have our snowboard on the back of this, which should be pretty exciting. And it's going to be pretty realistic. We'll be gaining speed as we go down, and then we'll be kind of slowing down also, which is pretty realistic. We want to slow down at the very end. We'll be kind of going up and over this hill, and I do strive for the realism, but sometimes we can't be too realistic, and I do apologize for not having the snowboard too realistic, but we're still pretty much snowboarding, so it's going to be pretty exciting. And as you guys can see, it looks like I did find this trail, which it looks like will almost bring us to the top of the mountain, which is awesome. We'll just kind of climb up, and as you guys can see, doing a pretty good job. This snowmobile really gets good traction, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why this is so much fun here. We'll kind of cruise through here, not too much room in between trees, and we do want to be careful for that. So we'll next up kind of climb up this hill. You guys can see, I mean, we are really making our way to the top of the mountain in no time at all. And I think that we pretty much made it to the top. So up next, we'll kind of get a little bit closer, and then we'll be kind of putting on the snowboard, board shoes, everything like that, and we'll be going down. But take a look at this view, guys. I mean, this is one epic view of Woodmeadow Farming map. I mean, this is pretty cool. But let's kind of come back over here. We'll get them on, and this should be pretty exciting. I'm very excited for that. So as you guys can see, we got it on, which is pretty cool. We're kind of coming over here, and we'll pretty much just kind of start to go down. As you guys can see, we are starting to pick up a lot of speed as we do continue. I mean, we are going back and forth, having quite a bit of fun, and we are getting air in some sections. Wow, this is pretty exciting, kind of snowboarding right down the hill. And like I was saying, I do strive for the realism, but sometimes we do have to role play that we are snowboarding, and we are coming to the bottom. And take a look at that, we are braking, and we just kind of stopped here at the bottom, which is pretty cool. We'll be kind of switching back over here. We are now back at the top of the mountain, so I think we'll do one more before we hop back in the snowmobile, and I think we'll kind of switch over to this hill, kind of try out different hills. But as you guys can see, the view of the mountains is awesome. When we're kind of getting started, I do like to kind of go zigzag sometimes, have some fun with the snowboarding as we do kind of go down this very steep hill. But you do want to be pretty careful that you do stay pretty far away from the trees and everything like that. Next up, we'll gain some speed, and then we'll kind of turn over here to slow ourselves down, and wow, we are just having a lot of fun here snowboarding. As you guys can see, we made it down to the bottom of the ski hill, and take a look at that. Some pretty large hills, and we did just around 2 rounds of snowboarding. So next up, we'll be switching back over. We are now in the snowmobile, so I think we'll kind of head down this mountain as fast as we can along the edge to not really damage the surface for any of the skiers or snowboarders. And I mean, that was quite a bit of fun today, snowboarding down a mountain for the first time. Let's see if we get some air. Take a look at that, almost going into that pole, but we saved it at the last minute. Let's see if we could get some air here to kind of call it a day. Take a look at that. We got air, and we were able to control it, which is always nice. I do strive for the realism as much as possible, but most of the time, this is a game and we can't be 100% realistic. I hope you guys enjoyed today's winter camping video here on the Woodmeadow Farming map. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and subscribe for more.